I recently received an email from a friend of a World Bank whistleblower, and I guess that's some major stuff I'll get to in a bit. Former Connecticut U.S. Senator Chris Dodd took all sorts of bribes from the international bankers. And then what happens? Billions, if not a trillion, whatever, was given to the banks for bailouts, what have you. I'll put links to that. Senator Dodd takes these bribes. He's on the banking committee and basically gave banks a free pass. Would we have the banking scandal that we have now if it weren't for Chris Dodd? And was Dodd prosecuted for stealing all this money or helping others steal all this money? Basically robbing us. If you rob a bank, you get in trouble. If you steal a candy bar, you get in trouble. You steal, you help steal hundreds of millions, billions, or even trillions of dollars like Chris Dodd. No problem at all. Just retire, and you're an honorable senator from Connecticut. And what happens? The Connecticut Attorney General, Dick Blumenthal, or Richard Blumenthal, should have stepped up to the plate and helped prosecute Dodd, but no. The former Connecticut Attorney General, Dick Blumenthal, here he is getting his toenails painted in his pink slippers. He's now he took Dodd's seat. Well, didn't take it. He was voted in. Foolish voters. As Connecticut Attorney General, you're supposed to contact him when there's problems with officials in the state or businesses. But Blumenthal also defended the officials against lawsuits, so conflict of interest. Blumenthal also allegedly gave former law partners millions of dollars in no-bid contracts. So he's probably doing the same thing Dodd did to the country. It's just beyond disgusting. I'm getting emails from people all over the country about judicial misconduct and public corruption. This is from the law offices of Karen Hudes. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name. Hudes. Bethesda, Maryland is what the letterhead says. And U.S. Department of Defense is one of the... Okay, an email, Governor to the state of Hawaii. Okay, what was he asked? Alright, where... Department of Defense knowledge base. Okay, customer Karen Hudes via CSS Web. I am wondering, the New York missions to the United Nations and the Council of Governors, the Board of Governors of the World Bank, the country executives of America, and the constitutional sheriffs are about to authorize the issuance of U.S. dollars issued by U.S. Treasury instead of the Jesuit-dominated Federal Reserve backed by the 170,500 metric tons of gold on deposit in the Bank of Hawaii. And customer Karen Hughes, another the second note here. I have been informing the Council of Governors and the Department of Defense about the fork in the road for the United States. It is time to choose for the rule of law and the transatlantic alliance before the corrupt fiat Federal Reserve note goes down and gold backwardation sets in. Karen Hudes is a former lawyer for the World Bank, and she's a whistleblower. So I would assume she knows what she's talking about. I'll dig more into it, and I'll possibly talk to her myself. This is the Wikipedia version of what the Magna Carta is. In 1215, the Magna Carta was the first document forced onto a king of England by a group of his subjects, the feudal barons, in an attempt to limit powers by law and protect their rights. That was the year 1215. The Charter was an important part of the protected historical process that led to the rule of constitutional law in the English-speaking world. Magna Carta was important to the colonization of America, as England's legal system was used as a model for many of the colonies as they were developing their own legal systems. Part of common law, in 1215, basically it says that the state can't just make up charges, arrest you, kill you, torture you, do whatever it wants to you. You had to have legitimate charges brought against you, and you were judged by your peers. You just couldn't have your doors kicked in, your property confiscated. That's all changed with the Patriot Act in the United States and with NDAA. No matter whether you do something wrong or not, anywhere in the world, the current powers, illegitimate government, in my opinion, in the United States, can secretly arrest you. That's kidnapping. They can torture you. They make the rules for themselves, and you have to obey their rules. They can indefinitely detain you and even murder you. And one of the parts of the NDAA is that the CIA is receiving money to conduct operations in the United States. That means if you are a target, they can make up whatever they want in the media. The CIA can give the mainstream media stories. It also means that you can be targeted, and it can be made to look like a suicide. Your car can blow up. What happened to Michael Hastings? His car blew up. He had all sorts of dirt on the CIA and probably the NSA. And what happens? His car blows up and he's dead, barbecued. So that's the type of people that we have in charge. And why are they doing things like that now? Because they've stolen everything possible. Basically, they've taken all the land in the United States. You don't own anything. They print whatever paper they want. So they take more and more. And we just can't let these criminals... Well, that's another story. Check out the videos that are attached with this one.